NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Patriots Director of Scouting Elliot Wolf says they're open for business in every round of the 2024 draft. Currently, the Patriots hold the 3rd overall pick, and Wolf added, "We're open to anything, moving up, moving down. We have some holes we feel like we need to fill in the draft, and we're a draft and develop team." The Vikings sneaking in a meeting before next week's draft, visiting with LSU quarterback prospect Jaden Daniels Thursday, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Minnesota holds the 2 first-round picks, 11 and 23, when the draft kicks off next Thursday, April 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network. Elsewhere, Bills quarterback Josh Allen speaking for the first time publicly since the team recently traded wide receiver Stephon Diggs to the Texans, saying, "I'll always love that guy like a brother. It's definitely hard to part ways with a guy that's been instrumental to our success here. I wish we could keep everybody." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time for the 2024 NFL Draft. NFLshop.com has everything you need to welcome the newest class of rookies with the largest assortment of officially licensed draft gear for all 32 teams. Shop official New Era draft caps, draft t-shirts, jerseys, and more. Get ready to rep the newest members of your team for the 2024 season with an unbeatable selection of gear to showcase your team pride and style. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It's Friday, Sergeant Joe Friday, April 19th, 2024. I'm Carroll, and coming up, all sorts of good things. Well, the owner of the New Orleans Saints gave Pope Francis a customized New Orleans Saints jersey during an audience this week. The white jersey had the name Papa Francesco and the number 1 on the back. Luckily, I have heard it from good sources within the Vatican. The Pope already has an oversized foam finger that says God number 1 on it. Yeah, that would fit. Okay. Well, so Pope Francis, now a New Orleans Saint. Okay, and made it through the NFL draft, I guess. Coming up, we will celebrate some birthdays and a few other things. In the news, a postal carrier in Texas turned in $10,000 that she found while on her route. Yeah, around here, I think most postal carriers are lucky if they find a quarter. Yeah, she found $10,000 and turned it in. Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, well. And wacky, kooky, crazy Gwyneth Paltrow recommends bee stings as a beauty treatment. Okay, Gwyneth, I'm allergic to bee venom. Yeah. I get stung by a bee, it's an immediate use of the EpiPen and sometimes even a trip to the emergency room. I mean, Gwyneth, I'd never subject myself to torture like that. You know, listening to Gwyneth Paltrow. Yes, she's a big star, so everybody cares, right? No, not really. Busy weekend coming up. We're going to tell you about a bunch of the things happening this weekend. It's, it's typical, trying to squeeze everything into a short period of time because, well, in the summer, we just kind of shut down. But, we'll tell you about what's going on this weekend. Jared, yesterday at IVC, exciting?
It was very exciting. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. See anybody you knew?
Lots of people. Oh, yes.
Okay. Very good. Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, I got to thinking about this. You know, one of the most unfair things about politics, we get 50 choices for Miss America, but only 2 for President of the United States.
There's something up with that.
Yeah, not fair. Birthdays today. If you remember the old TV show, Father Knows Best, actress Eleanor Donahue. She played the oldest daughter, Betty. She's 82. Keyboardist Alan Price of the Animals, 77. Actor Tim Curry is 73. Mark Volman, Flo of the Turtles, 72. Actor Tony Plana, 67. Actress Kim Hawthorne, 51. Actress Ashley Judd, 51. Singer Luis Miguel, 49. Actress Jennifer Esposito, 47. Actress Jennifer Taylor is 47. Actor James Franco, 41. Actress Kate Hudson, 40. Actor Hayden Christensen is 38 from Star Wars episodes 2 and 3. Actress Catalina Sandino Moreno, 38. Actress Ali Wong, 37. Actress Victoria Yates, 36. How about some local birthdays? Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Isaac Pena, Susie Vallarta, Ron Byron, Jaime Gonzalez, Gina Sanchez Macias, Azariah Sampson, Arturo Ramirez, Victor Saldana, Marcos Monge, Jason James Harrington, Alice Baugh, Maggie Soto, Loretta Tavazon, Ryan Campo, Lizzie Morta, Teresa Diaz, Alexis Rivera, and Alan Duarte, Christian Duarte, and Mark Duarte. Happy birthday from KXO. Those would be the Duarte triplets. Okay. I believe, if I remember. Let's see. Where are you headed this weekend? You're going to go for the pulled pork? You're going to adopt a pet from the Humane Society?
I'm going to adopt the pulled pork.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think so. Nice, put it on a nice roll. Yeah, I can see that.
I need coleslaw with my pulled pork, just as an FYI, people.
Yeah. So Uber has released its annual Lost and Found Index. Okay, things found in a Uber. Things such as a paternity test, a toupee, burrito steamer, WWE championship belt, a live turtle, and a cardboard cutout of a panda. So,
the Uber driver could use the cardboard panda as a carpool thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You prop him up next to you. Yeah.
Just put a little hat on it, you know.
Yeah, and pandas are so cute and cuddly, you know, everybody would, oh, hi, how's your panda? So, I will share with you later. You remember Dickens?
Yes.
Okay. Dickens was and still is, a guide dog of the desert puppy that when he grows up and is trained, he'll be a seeing eye dog. Anyway, we fostered Dickens for about 5 or 6 weeks. He's now with his permanent puppy raiser in Seattle. Now, you remember Dickens is just a big, fluffy, black, furry, fuzzy, cute, cuddly thing?
Oh, the sweetest.
Yes. He's silver.
Huh.
At 6 months, he was able to get his first haircut. And once the puppy coat was off, I'll show you some pictures. He's silver and white.
Wow.
He looks an awful lot like, and I know he's related to Brinley at the El Central Police Department.
And by that, he's also related to, what was the other one's name?
Louis.
Yes. Louis. Oh, yes, Louis. Who could forget Louis?
Anyway, he is still cute and cuddly. He's not as fuzzy and furry. Okay. We've got news. You ready?
I'm ready.
We've got to look at World and California news headlines brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News Brief. The Biden administration's been tight-lipped after an Israeli drone strike on a major airbase in Iran. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
The White House still is saying absolutely nothing about last night's strike, that the U.S. was not involved. They are clearly, like others in the region, most notably Iran, trying to downplay this.
The strike in response to last weekend's Iranian missile launch targeting Israel, a day after his sister Carrie and other siblings turned their backs on their brother's bid for the presidency.
The best way forward for America is to re-elect Joe Biden.
New York Times says an environmental nonprofit will run newspaper ads Sunday calling for RFK Jr. to drop out of the race. In Oklahoma City,
for the ramparts we won.
A memorial this morning for the 168 people killed in a truck bombing at the Federal Building 29 years ago today. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news. No suspects or motive yet in what's being called an act of sabotage. It left Sacramento International Airport without internet for several hours Thursday. Sergeant Amar Gandhi says airports are heavily surveilled.
Sacramento Airport is no exception, so there's a lot of cameras around there. So there's a lot of angles, a lot of leads that detectives and investigators have to go through.
Gandhi saying fiber lines appear to have been deliberately cut. A mother-daughter team from Riverside sentenced to prison before the judge orders them released. Libby Adami and her daughter Alicia Galaz convicted of illegally administering silicone into a woman's buttocks, leading to her death. A statement from the victim's mother read in court.
You caused her family and friends an unimaginable loss, as all of us still grieve so deeply every day many years later.
Teresa Brush Paul suffered an embolism. The mother and daughter leaving the scene before help arrived. The judge ordering their release after crediting them with time served for previous home surveillance. Gas prices holding steady, $5.45 a gallon, down a penny from a week ago. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures, can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, 3 locations in the valley. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Recall on Kxo ballots. Here's George Gale with that.
The ballot asked voters to vote yes or no to recall Kxo City Council members Raul Ureña and Gilberto Manzanares. Updates have indicated 76.01% of the vote said yes to recall Ureña. 75.27% have said yes to recall Manzanares. Registrar of Voters says, however, they are not done counting. Still to be counted as of yesterday, 1,850 unprocessed ballots, 820 vote-by-mail ballots dropped off at precincts, and approximately 555 provisional conditional ballots, and they are still receiving ballots mailed in that are postmarked on or before April 16th. Deadline for those ballots is April 23rd. Final results will not be official until all ballots are counted. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other news, Goodwill Imperial County is almost ready to open. They are renovating the old Lucky Store building at 351 Wake Avenue in El Centro. They will be opening a retail operation, including a retail store and outlet center. They expect to be open this summer. The donation center opened this week. Their preferred donations include clothing, shoes, linens, household goods such as pans, dishes, blenders, home decor, and more, electronics, phones, monitors, VCRs, sports equipment, furniture, and more. The center is open Tuesday through Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
All right. So in other news, we have a busy weekend ahead. George Gale with that.
There is something for just about everyone in the Imperial Valley this weekend. Saturday will be a full day of activities, beginning with the Joshua Holmes 3-on-3 basketball tournament at Southwest High School. Tip-off for the first game is 8:30 a.m. Caltrans will continue the Clean California campaign with dumpsters for non-hazardous waste from 8 a.m. to noon at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds. The 9 a.m. there will be a leash cutting ceremony to open the El Centro Bark Park on Adams Avenue. The Imperial Irrigation District will celebrate Earth Day at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds. Theme is Planet versus Plastics. The Imperial Valley Humane Society will hold a pet adoption event at El Centro Motors. There will be dog, cats, kittens, and puppies, all available for adoption from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. The Veterans Administration will host a Veterans Outreach event from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Veterans Memorial Hall in Imperial. An exhibit titled The New West will open at the Gateway Galley in Ocotillo from 2 to 6 p.m. Oakville Rotary Club presents the 4th annual pulled pork cook-off from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. in downtown Hopeville. Imperial Valley Desert Museum in Ocotillo will present an evening with an expert journey to the center of the earth, sacred encounters in the Colorado desert. The presentation starts at 6 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And this is KXO News, KXO News Time, 7:45.
And that's it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
I was afraid to cut the cord, but once I did, I couldn't believe it took so long to do it. Paying too much for my cable bill had become a bad habit. I either wasn't getting what I wanted or never knew where to find any of my favorite shows until it was too late. Plus, the prices just kept going up. Thankfully, I discovered a new way to watch, called Philo. For just $25 a month, I can catch all my favorite shows on networks like BET, MTV, and TLC. It even has Nickelodeon for my kids. I can watch anytime I want, anywhere I want. Plus, Philo lets me have up to 3 streams at once, so everyone can watch what they want at the same time. Throw in the unlimited DVR that saves all my favorites for up to a year, and this really is the best deal in TV. I just wish I hadn't waited so long. Sound too good to be true? Well, try it out for yourself, and you'll see why people who love TV love Philo. Go to philo.tv, that's philo.tv, and start your 7-day free trial now.
And it's page 2 with weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beers, serving the best burgers in town. Don't forget daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. And, of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
A bird knocks out power. Here's George Gale with those details.
According to the IID, a power outage was reported at 12:24 p.m. Thursday afternoon. IID reported the outage was caused by a bird strike that also caused a fire at the North Shore substation. IID crews were able to restore all power by shortly after 2 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a health and wellness fair for seniors. El Centro Senior Club will be hosting a health and wellness fair. It'll be Friday at El Centro Community Center on First Street. That's today. It'll run from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. The fair will feature free blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks, overall health checks, informational booths, and free lunch for the first 150 seniors, 60 and older. Speakers will cover topics such as identity theft and emergency preparedness. There will be a Tai Chi Chuan presentation. There will also be free reading glasses, sunglasses with cases, free smoke alarms including installation, a free photo booth, and more. And in other news, an inaugural esport competition. Sounds like fun. ICOE is launching the inaugural esport competition. It'll be April 23rd. The competition will be held at the Imperial County Office of Education Administrative Conference Center on Sperber Road. A total of 16 teams of 3 players each will battle it out in the digital arena of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, representing schools from across the county. The competition is made possible by a generous donation from the Berkshire Hathaway Energy Foundation and support from the Foundation of Education. This new event offers students the chance to showcase their gaming skills, teamwork, and strategic abilities in a thrilling competition. The esports competition begins April 23rd with a welcoming message. The competition begins at 8:15 a.m. Lunch will be at 11:45. The final hour starts at 1 p.m. The awards presentation will be at 2:30 in the afternoon. And El Centro Food Truck Ordinance, they are thinking about adjusting the ordinance. They're looking for public's input on the proposed changes. They are conducting a survey in English and Spanish. The survey can be found on the City of El Centro website. This is KXO News. KXO News Time, 7:49.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions and above normal temperatures will prevail through early next week. The warmest days expected to be Sunday and Monday, with the Imperial and Yuma Valleys topping out in the upper 90s, approaching 100. Otherwise, high temperatures in the low to mid 90s will be common through next Tuesday, before a gradual cooling trend takes hold during the latter half of next week. A weak disturbance will pass over the desert southwest today, and another one likely during the middle of next week, bringing widespread breezy conditions. 92 the high yesterday, 61 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 95. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southeast later. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. Those winds decreasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 96, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 99, east-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 66 degrees, 51% relative humidity, wind out of the south at about 3 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. Let's jump into sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, it's the playoffs starting, getting underway. The Bulls and the Heat meet today. Kings and the Pelicans also will meet today, and it's NBA play-in for the 8th seed in the East and in the West. Abbreviated Major League Baseball schedule yesterday. The Rays nipped the Angels 2-1. Rangers topped the Tigers 9-7. Guardians edged the Red Sox 5-4. Giants shut out the Diamondbacks 5-0. The Marlins and Cubs in Chi-Town postponed because of inclement weather.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, in the wake of 14 Colorado players entering the transfer portal this week, Buffalo's coach Deion Sanders downplayed the notion that those departures will have a significant impact on the team. And Arizona State freshman quarterback Jaden Rashada is set to enter the transfer portal. Rashada appeared in 3 games for the Sun Devils last fall and looking for a new home. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers will not be disciplined by the NFL after being involved in a domestic violence investigation earlier this year. Following a review, the NFL concluded there was insufficient evidence to support a finding that Zay Flowers engaged in any activity that violated the NFL's personal conduct policy. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Hile, El Centro. Apple has removed WhatsApp and Threads from its app store in China following an order from the country's internet watchdog, which cited national security concerns. We are obligated to follow the laws in the countries where we operate, even when we disagree, an Apple spokesman said. The Cyberspace Administration of China ordered the removal of these apps from the China storefront based on their national security concerns. These apps remain available for download on all other storefronts where they appear. The apps, both owned by Meta, were already blocked in China and not widely used. They could be accessed in the country only by using virtual private networks that can encrypt internet traffic and disguise the user's online identity. Well, mortgage rates soared this week, breaching the key 7% threshold and extending America's housing affordability crisis. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 7.1% in the week ending April 18th, up from 6.88% in the previous week. A year ago, the average 30-year fixed rate was 6.39%. Breaching the 7% mark represents a psychological threshold that hadn't yet been crossed this year and adds to pressures buffeting the U.S. housing market during the crucial spring home buying season. Mortgage rates are climbing based on expectations that the Federal Reserve will not cut interest rates anytime soon. The Fed doesn't directly set mortgage rates, but its actions do influence them, and persistently hot inflation readings are keeping the Fed on hold. What's happening on the big board right now? Well, the Dow Industrial's up triple digits as overnight Israel-Iran anxiety eased. Oil is up again because of pressure in the Mideast. Right now, the Dow up 172 points at 37,947. S&P 500 down 11 at 49,99.99. And the NASDAQ off 128 points at 15,475. Gold up $8.40 an ounce. Oil up 35 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here at Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 95. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southeast later. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Those winds decreasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 96. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. And right now, downtown El Centro, 66 degrees. With that, 49% our relative humidity. Wind out of the south, 3 to 5 miles an hour. The financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you and your property 365 days a year.
Join KXO Radio as we broadcast live from the brand new Quick Quack Car Wash in Imperial, Monday, April 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. Quick Quack will be fundraising for a local Imperial Valley family and are asking for your support. Preview the car wash before the grand opening with free car washes from 4 to 7 p.m. on April 22nd. Donations are encouraged and Quick Quack will match donations. Support a local family in need and join KXO Radio broadcasting live at Quick Quack Car Wash in Imperial, Monday, April 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. For more info, visit don'tdrivedirty.com.
KXO, El Centro, California.
On the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Israel responds to last weekend's attack by Iran. CBS's Deborah Patta with what's known about the military action.
The response from Israel to last week's Iranian strike came early this morning Iranian time. It was swift. It was brief. Two officials have told CBS News an Israeli missile struck Iran. And that has heightened the tension here. That remains with fears this could spiral into a regional war.
This took place in a city where there are nuclear facilities. Iran's reaction has been muted. Secretary of State Blinken says the U.S. had no involvement. CBS's Nancy Cordes at the White House.
They are clearly, like others in the region, most notably Iran, trying to downplay this and give it as little attention as possible in the hopes that the tensions that exist right now will die down and that this won't escalate into some kind of wider war.
On Capitol Hill, CBS's Nicole Killian says a package of aid for Israel is one of many things the House Speaker is dealing with as members of his own party express anger.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is walking a political tightrope right now after a late-night committee vote. The House is planning to spend the weekend here at the Capitol to vote on those foreign aid bills, including funding for Israel and Ukraine, but it could cost him his job.
Donald Trump with a complaint today as he went into court in New York.
The judge has to take off this gag order. It's very, very unfair that
that my constitutional rights have been taken away.
Remove the gag order, he says. CBS's Robert Costa says 12 jurors are in place, finding a handful of alternates still needed.
Some jurors could perhaps drop off today if there any concerns are raised, and some of the alternates, that could be a complicated process today. So we're still in jury selection, even though the jury is, in a sense, set. The trial hasn't begun with opening statements, so some things could change between now and then sometime next week.
Police in Montgomery County, Maryland, say an 18-year-old high school student's been charged with planning to commit a school shooting after investigators reviewed the teen's writings and other material. The FAA is investigating a close call at Reagan National Airport.
Stop. We're 2937, stop.
Audio from live ATC as a JetBlue aircraft went to take off. At the same time, a Southwest plane was looking to cross the runway. Apple says it has removed WhatsApp and the Threads social media app from the App Store in China on orders from Beijing's government. Apple said authorities cited unspecified national security concerns. Wall Street, the Dow is up 150. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Some people just know the best places to eat around town. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate. They know exactly where to go to get exactly what you're wanting. They know where to find the spiciest hot pot, the gooeyest brownies, and the tenderest, most flavorful portobello steak. Those people also know that safe drivers save 40% with Allstate.
Saving 40% is based on the national average premium savings for all state auto customers with a clean driving record versus those without. Savings vary by state and vary based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. Work. From ordering to reporting, we even keep your receipts all in one place, which means all you need to do is sit back and enjoy.
You're not having any lasagna?
All I can taste is hours of expense reports.
Relax, you used EasyCater. Enjoy the food, Ray.
Oh, no, thanks.
Enjoy it?
That's amazing.
Yes, Ray, it is amazing. 100,000 restaurants and everything you need to make food for work, work. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
The wait is over. Taylor Swift's new album is out.
Straight from the tortured poets department.
Taylor Swift name checks two literary legends.
You're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patty Smith.
Another song, she references her romance with Travis Kelce.
Right on your heart, that is still reserved for me.
She saves digs for British exes Joe Alwyn and Maddie Healy.
So long, London.
2 hours after the release, Swift announced 15 extra songs, making it a double album. Critics called Tortured Poets wildly ambitious and transfixing. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Netflix says it gained 9.3 million subscribers to start the year. Its profits soared with the help of a new expansion into advertising. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.
1230